Mike. Moving on to Health Watch now. While China tries to contain an outbreak of coronavirus, the CDC says a U.S. resident has been diagnosed with it. Officials in Washington state say a man who recently traveled to China brought it back with him. The man in his 30s is hospitalized outside of Seattle now, but is reportedly doing okay. About 300 people have been diagnosed in an outbreak linked to China. The illnesses began last month in the city of Wuhan in the central part of that country. And Michelle Lorenzo is live in the newsroom after speaking with local health officials about this. And Michelle, it was just confirmed that the virus can be passed human to human.
That's right, Ari, but that's not a reason for anyone to panic. Health officials want you to keep in mind that there are hundreds of different types of coronavirus. Most are usually found in livestock. However, there are about 7 types that have affected humans in the past. The current outbreak is a new strain, and officials say there is much to learn about how easily the virus can be transmitted person to person.
It's gone from a vector, an animal setting into a human setting, and then from person to person in the few cases that have been identified that didn't necessarily have direct contact to that animal market, that fish market in Wuhan City itself.
Now, health officials here say the coronavirus is just like other upper respiratory infections, like a cold or flu. Signs could be coughing, runny nose, or fever, but it can develop in a pneumonia-like illness. Health officials do say it appears that it's not spread as easily as some other viruses, but it's still important to take basic precautions.
It's always just good practice to cover your mouth when you're sneezing, coughing, avoid direct contact with people who are sneezing and coughing, and then of course, wash your hands.
Now, another precaution, travelers coming into the U.S. are being screened at 3 major airports in Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco. The CDC is adding screenings at 2 other major airports later this week in Atlanta and Chicago. Covering Health Watch live in the newsroom, Michelle Lorenzo, 2 News.